if you Google weight loss tips, that phrase, hopefully my blog post at chris.pirillo.com will be the first result. It's been that way since I posted it a couple of years ago. 50 weight loss tips that I wrote up for the people who knew me and even the people who didn't know me. And people have asked if I would put it into an ebook and extend it a bit. I just haven't. I'm not like really a expert in that particular field. It's just I lost 30 pounds at that point. I was really proud. I was really happy. I wanted to share how I did it. In fact, if you tune into the live stream in the mornings sometimes, at least, my mornings here in Seattle, I may have this laptop in the other room and I'm working out on my Gazelle playing the Xbox 360. I usually zone out in some kind of puzzle game. Sometimes I play like Burnout, Revenge. I just got Burnout Paradise. I think I mentioned that before. But if I didn't, well, certainly I like playing games that you can just lose yourself in for the better part of an hour. Usually right around 40, 45, 50 minutes I stop, burn enough calories and kind of get things going for the day. And, that's pretty much all I need. And then, of course, I watch how many calories I'm taking in on a daily basis. And I'm on a certain level now that you may look at me and say, oh, you don't need to lose any weight. Well, yeah, I do. I should be in the low 140s. I'm actually in the high 140s. It shouldn't take any time at all. Maybe another month or two before I'm back into my regular range. And so I wanted to share one resource that may help you if you're looking to lose weight. And if you're looking specifically for the community angle, this was recommended by Joe Spaghettio out there, and we know Joe. We love Joe. Gymine.com, Gymine.com. Now, what I found most interesting about this, yes, you can get your own stats, you can track your workouts, you monitor your diet, you get to meet new friends, but what was really neat is they have right on the front page, they have this like activity stream of sorts. So it's got the people's avatars, their username, and then what they've done, like an action on the site. So CrossFreak did this shoulder press, dumbbell, seated exercise. Iron Dave won the Bike 5 miles challenge. Cyman 111 met a body weight goal. Chelsea B added fruit punch as a favorite food. I mean, it's just kind of neat how you can, experience everybody else's experience. And then find out, where you match goals and how different people do things. Because that's usually what happens is you ask, you're not sure how to do something because there's a million ways of doing it. Ultimately, you have to find your own way. And, you've got to find that motivation within yourself. But sometimes that's not enough to carry you through. You have to turn to the community. You're looking for more ideas. You're looking for different ways of trying things. And certainly this community experience could very well benefit you. I mentioned a couple of the action items. You can set up challenges and create challenges. You can define your own exercises. It's a great way of networking and being a healthier person. And I think that's really, it's kind of my own personal mantra. I've gone off on it in the past, at least in my blog, talking about certain health issues. I'm very, very careful about what I put in my mouth. And, in terms of food, I try not to put pens in my mouth either because ink, it's not really good for you, or so they say. But, I avoid hydrogenated oils, trans fats. I've been avoiding those for about 8 years now. I do my best to avoid anything that was not naturally produced. So I avoid a lot of boxed foods, a lot of cartoned foods. It's just the way I tend to eat. So, Gyminy may be the place for you if you're looking for gym buddies to lose weight with or to stay healthy with, stay fit, whatever you're going to do. Now, what I use, and this is one that I discovered a couple years ago, and I've pretty much stuck with it, largely because it has a desktop client, CalorieKing.com, calorie, spell it calorie, king.com. Why I like Calorie King is it's got an extensive database for food searches, so you can look up calories and nutritional information. But then they also have software that you can buy that'll work with either Windows or Mac OS X. So I used it on Windows a couple of years ago, and it was great because you can drag and drop items. You can get charts, graphs, everything. You can export, you can import. It's just a fantastic tool for tracking when you're in that mode or if you're constantly in that mode. But when I went to try it, I was like, well, I wonder if I need to buy a new registration for the Mac version. I didn't. The same registration worked for the Mac client, and it looked the same, and it works the same as it did on Windows. I was very, very happy with it. So if you're looking for desktop software, as far as I'm concerned, the one to beat is Calorie King, whether you're on Mac OS X or on Windows. But if you're looking for a web-based experience, then you certainly... I know people are going to make recommendations. That's fine. I'm looking for more recommendations. No, not BurgerKing.com. Oh, it's no BurgerKing.com. I was like, no, BurgerKing.com is not the place that you'd probably want to go to lose weight. Just the opposite, in fact. If you need to gain weight, I'm sure Burger King is great. But you learn to avoid a lot of those kind of foods. I really don't do a lot of fast food stuff anymore. Just don't, because I know that it's just a lot of calories that is just blah, and I don't really know what's in it. So I really don't want to eat it. It's just a choice that I've made for myself, and I believe I'm healthier for that choice. But as I said, I'm looking for any other recommendations that anybody might have about keeping people motivated on the desktop, on the web, maybe on the mobile device. Any of these experiences you may be able to share. These are ones that I know are accessible from just about anywhere. And I know there are quite a few apps that are available for the iPhone, but since I haven't really had a chance to review them in depth, I wouldn't really want to share them because I know there are a lot, and I wouldn't want you to waste your money on something. That's the kind of thing that I believe in. I'd want to tell you if I knew what it was like. So if you have recommendations, pass along. My email address is chris@pirillo.com, and as I mentioned, I'm working out every morning. Sometimes I will take the laptop in with me. You can watch me work out, which I guess is the epitome of lazy. Unless, of course, you're working out too. But I play video games when I work out, so it's fun. Helps me pass the time. Then, of course, you're also welcome to stop by geeks.pirillo.com. I believe we have a weight loss group in there, although I'm not active in it. Probably should be. It's our own little community of sorts. And then, of course, the live video feed, in case I really didn't tell you inside this video or you haven't been able to figure it out, where you're able to join us in chat or to watch whatever's happening inside the video experience. Well, we're streaming it out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're typically talking tech, and when we're not talking about tech, it's usually tangential to it. So, I'm talking about web apps or software. That's technology. It's just technology that helps us be a little more healthy. And since when was that a bad thing? If you'd like to stop by and say hello, you're more than welcome to join us at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.